All right, gamers, we are back with another Ana VOD, back-to-back VODs being released to the channel, so that's super exciting for me. We just finished watching Philip, so if you haven't seen that VOD, go check that out as well. I am so sorry. Apparently, I have lost the ability to talk, so that will be very exciting to go through today. Anyways, we are, again, looking at Ana. This time, we are in Plat 3, and we are on Route 66, obviously. So, coming fresh off another Ana VOD, what do we want to focus on? Well, probably pretty much the same thing. So, if you didn't see that VOD, or any other VOD I've ever done in the entire history of me, I like to focus first on ability usage, because I find them to be the easiest things to correct, and also some of the most impactful things that you possibly can correct. So what we're going to be looking for is appropriate and impactful usage of sleep and nade. So what does that mean? It means don't just yeet it out there for no reason. Use it with intention. Use it with intention. Now, if it works or if it doesn't, I don't care. What I'm looking for is the intent behind the ability usage. So if we're just throwing nade at people 1,000 miles away and we have nobody to capitalize on it and we're not going to get the kill ourselves or whatever, then what was the point? Because now it's just on cooldown for 15 seconds or 14 seconds or whatever. And in that time, we probably could have used it a lot more effectively and a lot more impactfully. So while I do like to see abilities used frequently, I also really prefer them to be used intentionally, so make a play with it, do something with it instead of just throwing it out there to throw it out there. And by the way, you are also new to my channel, Amarty Tots. I am so sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Please forgive me, but welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm curious, how did you find me? How did you find me? What led you to the website? What prompted you to submit the VOD? Let me know, because I'm always curious. I love seeing new faces come in, and I hope that you get something out of this and I'm able to help you a little bit. So let me know. Anyways, let's get into it, and we're not going to stall too much longer, but I appreciate the VOD first and foremost, and I hope to see you again. So let's take a look, shall we? All right, well, what function key are you, by the way? We're 4. Function 4. Good try. Like both of those things are okay to me. Those things are okay. And they both made sense. We missed sleep. Yikes. Scary. Let's get him off. We used nade. Now this Reaper had extremely high impact play here because you just dumped both of your cooldowns into him, but they both made sense. They're both intention. Like they were both used with intent to make an impactful play. And so I like that. So good job. Good start so far. Scary. Oh, nice. I probably would have been a little patient there. Just be a little tiny bit more patient with waking him up. Nobody else on your team was ready to capitalize. Like, if you just let that Genji get on this Reaper, he should theoretically be dead. You can just right-click the Reaper in the head and dash, and with you hitting him as well. Yeah, like this guy should die to that, but you woke him up too early, and so he's just allowed to Wraith again. Now I don't know if he gets out because he is kind of deep here, but that was a 6 sleep. But you did kind of cost your team that kill there. All right, things are getting a little dicey. I don't love that we're still right here because we're not managing our distance super well. Now, to be fair to you, there aren't, like, you're not at a huge risk of getting dove here, but this Reaper has come up here twice already. They have a Juno that can double jump up here. The Mei has proven that she wants to come up here because she's using her wall to get up here. So like these people are closing the distance and you're playing more or less right on top of them, and that's not usually what we want to be doing as Ana. Now there are exceptions, of course, but right now, especially with your team on the back foot because your Ashe died or whatever, and I think it was your Ashe who's now switched to Freya, like your team is not comfortable or really ready to take fights right now. We're still like kind of trying to regroup and get our act together again. So I would have really loved to see you make it this rotation all the way over here, create a lot of distance, still keep the same angles, still keep the same view on your team. But this is very scary what you're doing now, because at any point, like somebody could come up on top of you or get around and flank behind you, and then you're just caught out of position and you can't really do anything about it. You just panic and dump abilities, and you know, like we can have the same impact and do the same thing that we're doing currently, but we can do it from here in a much safer position. And not to mention, it would probably allow you to do even more because you'd just be aware of more. You'd see all of your teammates, you'd see all of the enemy team. You don't have to worry about anybody really attacking you unless the Reaper like teleports over here or whatever, but that's a different story. That's not what's happening right now. So yeah, you know, that's not you. Which one are you here for? Welcome back, Mei. Good try. And you know, that's the problem with being up here. You know, this Mei got herself back up here. And if we were all the way back here and respecting the distance between us and the enemy team, we wouldn't have died to Mei. That's it. That's the only problem. That's the only reason you died there is because we just didn't respect the distance from the enemy team. That's it.
The payload has reached the checkpoint. I see you.
Oh, nice.
Keep it up. No, the payload's moving.
Good try.
I appreciate the support. Still
Very nice. Love this rotation. Where do I want to see you go from up here? I think it's totally fine to stay up here, but we also, again, want to create distance from the enemy team. And the reason we want to do that, by the way, is for one, Ana is medium to long range, obviously. She's a sniper when she's scoped, and obviously when she's not hit scan when she's not, but she, you know, the projectile still travels, you know, pretty fast. So if you're trying to hit a target at medium to short range, then unscoped is usually the way to go. But you can obviously be just as effective at long range with Ana. So she's a very hybrid sort of character in that way. But so the real reason, and the more important reason that we want to create this distance is because we want to keep everybody in front of us. You know, we don't want this to happen. This is what's happening right now, right? We don't want this Mei to ever be in this position where suddenly she just is behind us, right? Like we don't want that. We want this Mei to be in front of us, and we want this Junker Queen to be in front of us, and we want this Juno and the Reaper and the Mizuki to be in front of us, and we want our team to be in front of us as much as possible, right? So where's the best position to be doing that from, given the state of the fight? Well, probably over here, right? If we take this angle over here, suddenly everybody on both teams is within our field of view, and that's what I want to see. So I'm fine with this rotation, right? Like I think it's fine. It was a little late, but you recognize that this was a good spot for you to go, and that's very good. But we need to continue this rotation. We can't just sit up here and heal bot, or I'm not saying you're going to heal bot, but just do whatever up here. Like we can't afford to stay here. It's way too close to the enemy team, and we don't have vision on our team or their team, right? So continue the rotation.
I've got you.
And yeah, I mean, like, scary, right? Scary.
I've got you.
Like, that's an interesting ult from Mei, to be honest. And it's actually so criminal that you get caught in this, by the way. Like, that is just so barely LOS. That's so barely LOS. Yeah, I mean, if you go inside this room here, you're fine. But again, like, because of our positioning and not respecting or trying to keep people in front of us, like, all this happened behind us and we had no idea, and we panicked and we ended up dying for it. So ideally, you start on this rotation earlier. Right, your team's pushed up here. Okay, Queen uses shout. Okay, let's be a little careful. Let's be a little cautious. Okay, let's support our team who's backing up. Keep them in our field of view. Okay, their Queen's going back. Guess what? That means I can push forward. I'm going to push forward with the intention to take an angle. My monkey's now jumping in, so now I know that this space is cleared and I can probably make this rotation somewhat safely, hopefully. You know, that's a risk you have to take, but we need to be over here. We need to be over here. Or we need to be over here or over here and be crazy and go for a really creative, insane play, or all the way back here. Like, yeah, it's not ideal for Ana, probably not where you want to be, but it's something. You're still respecting the rules of the game and creating distance. Now, it sucks because you wouldn't really be much of a healer for your team, but you're a support player. You're not a healer. You're not a healer. So there are definitely times when going on a crazy flank or something, even as Ana, is totally fine. And there have been plenty of times in my games where an Ana will kill me for making a creative play like that, just going on this weird flank that I would never expect an Ana to be on, and then she provides a lot of impact for her team. Even though she's not healing them, she's killing us, you know? So there are plays to be made here, but we're just sitting main a little bit too long, and then we decide to start going, but now it's too late because this Mei's here, and this Mei actually makes a really nice play to take this high ground, and we don't recognize that the Mei is up there behind us, and then we stay here, and we don't finish the rotation, and then the monkey jumps out because we're too late, so suddenly main doesn't feel quite as comfortable because we're really exposed, and our tank is in front of them, and then, you know, the rest is history. So
I've got you.
we'll keep going.
I won't give in. Now, where are my reinforcements? You're powered up. Get in there.
So yeah, I don't like the nano. Like I get it. I feel like you maybe were thinking that the Mei ice block was going to end soon, and
You're
that's
powered
why.
up. Get in there.
But it's not super well timed. And of course, good attempt on the Reaper here. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's perfectly reasonable time to use sleep there. That's not your problem so far. So far, you seem to be using your abilities pretty well in terms of intention. But like, that entire nano just got wasted, and that's so sad. So I hate that very much. I hate that very much. I would have instead loved for you to just be patient with that. And if your monkey had been able to get through past that Mei, then sure, maybe it might be worth a shot. You can probably stall with it for, at the very least, and stall the point, and I think it would have been a lot more reasonable. But when your monkey's just sitting here walking forward and can't get through this ice block, like,
Get in there.
Like, what is this gonna do? Like, what is this gonna do? So, you know. That's okay. I'm sure you also felt at the time that it happened that wasn't super ideal. Yeah, I don't know. It's always this is something. How much do you trust yourself is what this comes down to. If you are very confident that you're going to be able to use your abilities well, hit the sleep, then I don't like that you left this angle. If you feel like you are missing everything and a horrible gamer at the moment because your mechanics are, you know, for whatever reason you don't feel like they're on fire, then yeah, I understand leaving, because this Reaper, if you miss, will kill you. So I get it, but also I kind of want you to just put yourself in situations where you're just forced to make these plays, because ideally, preferably, this was a nice position for you to be in. Like, imagine if you're here to support your monkey right now and everybody's focused on the monkey, and then you just get to do free damage. Like, maybe you kill the Juno, or maybe you at least whittle this queen down if there's nothing else to shoot, you know? Then you can make some impactful plays. So I would have personally preferred to see you just take this engagement with the Reaper. It was good awareness from you to recognize that he teleported on you. But you have the advantage because you have sleep and you know where he is because he's loud and he teleported. And he still has distance to close. Like, he didn't teleport on top of your face. So you had time to maybe make that play, but this Reaper has forced you out, and now we're in just kind of like a default sort of position here, which isn't quite so great. But, you know, I like this deep rotation that you're making to rotate complete opposite other side of the map. Be careful of that Reaper to your left. This queen, I don't know what perk she took. Maybe that Unstoppable or whatever, where she's invincible during Rampage. Yeah, but just careful of that Reaper to your left. Oh, he teleported to your right. That's so nice of him. That's the first nade I think I've seen that I really didn't like. You missed yourself, and you didn't need to use it because this Reaper's very far away, and he's not going to kill you. He's not going to kill you from that distance. So that's the first nade that I think is like just a solid mistake from you. You could have just continued to run away, and then for whatever reason he got you down to like 20 HP or whatever. Okay, fine. At that point, go ahead. But now we don't have nade, and we missed ourselves, and so we're still low, and our tank is low, and our Genji's low, and there's a Reaper just staring with bloodthirsty eyes, drooling out of the mouth at your tank right now. I think this is very scary. Careful of the Reaper above you. Alrighty. Well, we've swapped to Sigma, so maybe this will go a little bit smoother now that our monkey's not diving, and maybe we can support front line a little bit more. Yep, I like the intention behind the nade. I think I like the intention, because hopefully you were trying to heal your tank, but also anti the Junker Queen. And if that was your intention, then that's beautiful. I think that's fine. Your Sig was low. This Queen's gauging on your Sig. If you hit that anti, you probably kill her. I think that's totally valid. This Reaper is going for his ultimate right now. So hopefully we recognize that and sleep this and be patient. You know, he might try to psych you out. He might try to, you know, just immediately wraith, then bait sleep, and then ult. You have a split second to react. You're not going to instantly die to his ult unless you were low HP. But obviously we need to read that and prevent it if at all possible. Good. But the problem is that he still has ult, right? Like this is a good sleep and a good, you know, a nice timing there. But now he's gonna wake up, and if we don't kill him or do tons and tons of damage to him right now, then he's just gonna, you know, like get away or pop ult and kill people. So, you know, it's worth it sometimes to just let them use ult, anticipate it, and this very second they pop their ult, throw out sleep so that they lose their ultimate and you shut it down, right? You shut it down, they lose their ultimate, and then they're sleeping, and then they probably die. I would have preferred to see just slightly more patience. If you were forced to use it, then you were forced to, right? At the end of the day, if you're forced, you're forced. I just don't think you were forced at that very second. Oh man, team. It's alright. I mean, there's literally nothing you could do there. Literally nothing. Let's keep going. This is rough so far, huh?
Keep in sight. I'll have us in and out in no time.
I hope your attack goes better. Maybe this guy's just a Rhine player, you know? Alright. Well, I guess he's a Winston player.
Stay focused. We have everything we need.
Late, but good intention. Late, but good intention. As soon as your monkey makes this dive here, you should be turning this corner and looking to capitalize off of this as well. Like if you're able to, and this will be not the easiest nade in the world, but if you're able to hit this as he lands, hit it right around here and get this Torb, like that's huge. That would be insane. But we wait a little bit too long to do this, and your monkey feels forced out. And then he just dies to the Bastion who was in turret form. Right below him, just staring at him. But good intention, just late. I like how it says you saved him. That's incredible. Nice. I like that. Kept your Vendetta alive there. That's big. This feels kind of like a nade that's just kind of thrown out without a whole lot of intention behind it. So I don't love it. It isn't the absolute worst because there is a chance that your monkey and your Vendetta are going to be able to capitalize on it because they are relatively close. But when I looked at what you were doing here, it doesn't seem like
enemy turret destroyed.
That is your intention. Did I skip forward or backwards? Like, it doesn't look like we're trying to make this play for a team. It looks like we're just kind of throwing it just to throw it there.
I've got you. Get the payload on its way.
Come on, let's move this payload.
Nice. Yep.
Enemy turret
And that Vendetta better be in love with you. It's a hard pocket. That's crazy.
enemy turret
Yeah, like you're just trying to help your Vendetta here. Like there isn't the only better position you could be in at the moment, given the state of the fight, especially since your Vendetta is killing everything and you want to keep her alive, would be around here and try to shoot like through the, like, I don't know, like this feels fine. It just feels like this Torb made a nice play. You weren't expecting it. You were a little bit too far out in the open. And it feels like there's a little, like, I feel like I'm giving you some hindsight bias here. Because when I was watching this, you know, just like a few short seconds ago for the first time, I'm not sitting here thinking you're doing anything really all that wrong, except the only thing I didn't like is how aggressive you are here after you anti this queen. Because watch what you do. We just run forward, and now we're just way out in the open ourselves. So this, I think, is your mistake here. But then you course correct, you back off, you respect distance, and then you play what I think is a pretty reasonable position, and then this Torb just is up there and nobody cares and makes a nice play and recognizes that he can just shoot you, and he does, and you die. So I don't know. I don't really hate this, I don't think. Yay, we're rezzed.
Not your
About
finest
time.
hour.
I'm here. Keep fighting.
Okay. Yeah, I love your positioning right now. Nice. Nice nade.
The Eye of Horus watches over you. You're powered up. Get in
Ooh,
there.
I love that nano. So good. That's actually so good. Good job. That's like 1,000 infinitely billion times better than the other nano we saw from you. Perfect timing. Your monkey was just finishing his jump. So that nano will carry over to his landing damage, and he's obviously in with that jump. He's not jumping out, he's jumping in. This is a huge enabler for your monkey here. That Torb should die. He should get his jump back. He should be able to go on. The rest of the team, he should probably build his ult. He should get full ult by the time he gets to low health, and then he can just pop his ult and he's fine, and you win the entire point. So like, that's really good timing, really good recognition. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And there he is, and there's his ult, and you don't even have to use it, but if you had to, I mean, it's just picture perfect. Because it's exactly as we drew it up, right? Exactly as we drew it up. Like, watch. It's so good. Boom. Nano. Perfect timing. Tons of damage on the Torb. Beautiful bubble to completely block off all the support this Torb was receiving. Nice capitalization on finishing him. Absolutely chase while your jump is coming back. Re-engage on the targets while you still have Nano. Look at the ult charge, 86%. Another nice landing damage Nano jump there. And then by the time Nano ends, he's at 94%. So if he even gets low, he should theoretically be able to finish building his ult to keep him alive if he needs to, but he doesn't need to. Pretty nice nade as well, by the way. I don't think it was meant for Monkey as much as it was meant to try and anti, which is, you know, the intention there, which I like. Yeah, I mean, it's just perfect play, to be honest. Like, it just doesn't get better than that. Really good positioning to start because you were over here and kept your entire team in front of you and their entire team in front of you. Even though you got pushed by Queen, and even though Bastion ulted you, you still had that opportunity to make that play and recognize that your Monkey was engaging and hit that. So like that is good positioning, good recognition, good timing, good ult. Like there wasn't an opportunity for you to possibly have played that any better. Like that was perfect. So good job. Very good job. Very good job.
Come over here. Come here to get healed. The Eye of Horus watches over you. I have you. Keep fighting. Enemy turret destroyed. No.
This is peak performance.
Help me.
There's the enemy turret. Take it out.
So far so good. That's an interesting play from your Monkey. I like this aggressive positioning that you're taking. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Now we probably are dead. But, you know, I like this position. It sucks that we missed his sleep there. But, you know, you're making plays. You're doing something. You're being proactive. You're applying pressure. You're doing damage. You know, you're putting yourself in a position to support your team, you know? And support is more than just healing.
One of these days I'll end up in Fiji. Not forgetting the payload, are we?
Nice. Good damage. Good try. Yeah, at least you got your Vendetta with that. It's pretty nice.
Enemy turret eliminated.
He's getting juggled. Oh my gosh. This Monkey's actually crazy at juggling. That's so crazy. That was so good. Interesting Vendetta. Oh, don't love your positioning on cart here. Like, yeah, somebody has to do it. Don't love that it's you. I'd prefer to see you back up here. Like, this was a great position for you to take earlier. And guess what? If you're back here, then what are you protecting against? Anybody coming over here? Anybody coming over here? Like, you keep everybody in your field of view. You protect against all angles, and you keep your team in front of you too.
I'm under attack.
I like that. I like that because your Vendetta was going. Your Vendetta was going, and if you had hit that ram, then he's probably dead here. He might still be anyway because he's in way too fast. Yeah. But yeah, that was really good intention too.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Yeah, I agree with it. I think it's fine. Let's just secure this fight, right? It's a 5v4, but you know things can change if they use ults. We'd rather just be proactive with ours and ensure that we win this point. So I really like this. You did end up forcing a response from the Juno. I think it's still losing for them. I think they're cooked. I think you made a nice decision here. I like it.
I burn with righteous fire.
Oh, poor Mercy. No, bye. Nice. Yeah, keep going.
Come over here.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Stand up straight.
I really wanted to see you make this rotation up here. Just slightly better, because, you know, now there's a shield in front of you, and that's hard to shoot around, and now your monkey's in, and now you're not going to be able to have LOS on him, and, now you can't hit an easy nade, and, there's just advantages to being up here, so I like this rotation. I like how you came out here swinging, you came out here early, ahead of your team, but you're playing off your monkey. Just keep coming, just keep taking that high ground there. You're missing that opportunity.
Rest up,
Oh,
old
that's
man.
insane. That's crazy. I don't love it though. I mean, I think you got lucky.
Stand up straight.
Oh man, that's so good though. Like, if you were anticipating this Reaper to follow your monkey, dang, like that's so good. I don't think it's high impact, I think it's both lucky and low impact, because realistically, like, who's going to capitalize on this Reaper being slept? It's a sick sleep though, that goes in the highlight reel, but it just
Rest
doesn't
up,
do
old
anything,
man.
right? Like, this Reaper is going to be like honk shoe for 5 seconds and then be like, okay, that was cool, I'm back, and nothing happened. So hello. In fact, you're just giving him time to rest for his teleporter to come back so he can get back over to the monkey if he wants to. Like,
I'm on fire.
Come here to get healed. Come over here. then. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
oh, you jumped over it. That's so sad.
We can't move until the payload moves.
Uh-oh. Nice play from the Reaper, to be honest. Only thing I don't love from this play of yours is just running forward into the enemy team. Once again,
Haven't lost
can do
my-
everything you're doing right now from this position here. If you stay here, you catch this Reaper. But we decide to walk forward because we're being really aggressive, but there's no need. There's no need. You're fine. Just stay right here. You stay right here. You stay right here. You do everything the exact same. Nade your monkey because he's low if you want. Whatever. He is jumping out. But we're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. Oh, hey, Reaper. Like, huh. But we're on the back foot. We didn't recognize that it was teleporting. We just used sleep on a different target, which if that Reaper recognized that, by the way, really good for him. But nice play from him, but kind of greedy positioning from you here, which ultimately I think got you killed. Because you wouldn't have felt the pressure to use sleep here, but you're using it because you're panicking, because we're having to retreat and we don't want to die. Whereas if we're just here this entire time and hugging this corner, then we just leave, and then Reaper's here and is like, oh, okay, cool, man. Now you're slept, like,
Not
that's your
enough.
misplay.
I won't come here to get healed.
Let the play.
This is also kind of an awkward point for Ana if you're not able to get past this choke. There's just not a whole lot of opportunity. Same mistake. It's really, 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 really cool. Just walking into them and putting people behind us and closing distance on them, which just makes it so much easier for them to hurt us, and then people get behind us, and it's just, that sleep, I think, is okay. It's okay. It buys your monkey time if you hit it, because then obviously the ram doesn't get to walk on your monkey. So I don't hate it.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Do you have nano confirmation on too? If you have nano confirmation on, please turn it off. Please. Unfortunate that this guy's jumping out, but it's probably something you could have expected, because he does not have ult. He just finished using it, and he's low health. So does he really want to stay in there? Probably not. So unless you get this off early, before he gets his jump back, you can pretty reasonably expect him to jump out here. So yeah, this nano may or may not keep him alive, but it's not going to get any use from that. And like, who ultimately cares? Because, you know, what's the point of having a nano monkey 1,000 miles away from everybody on their team? You know, like if this guy's going to die, I'd just rather let him die and go next fight. You know, go next fight. Use that nano aggressively, proactively, engage with it. Instead of defensively like this, and
You're powered up. Get in there.
you know, that might be
I am fully focused.
game losing. You know, it might be a game losing type of play there,
60 seconds. Reloading.
but we will see. It's a nice wall.
I see you.
Dang.
Launching satellite vector.
Okay. Once again, we're having the whole W syndrome a little bit. Like we're playing directly on top of the cart in front of their team.
60 seconds.
You know, like where would I want to see you? Probably up here. Probably up here, a little bit more distance, a little bit harder for them to do anything about you. If not over here, honestly, just be over here or even all the way back here. Really keep that distance, you know, make high impact plays. You got this. But by pushing forward here and just running into their team, you know, this just feels horrible for Ana, right? Like, trust yourself. Really, you got it. You're fine. You can stay back here and do everything that you're doing from right here. You're totally fine. You don't need to be in their face. You don't need to walk forward with your team. Let your team walk forward and support them. Do damage, heal them, whatever. I don't care. But, you know, just like we're just walking into their team. And now because we've walked into their team, well, now we have to walk back out, because if we don't, we're going to die.
My duty is being done.
And now that we're walking back out, now we have to, you know, not ult dump, but ability dump to, you know, support ourselves instead of looking for higher impact plays with them. And then also our positioning is just horrible because we were walking back to a position that we should have started with to begin with, you know, like even if you're not on height here, maybe over here, like your Sojourn takes the angle I think you should have been on, or at least back here to support your Sojourn if you knew Sojourn was going to take that angle. But even if you're not high ground, you know, like at least this is 1,000 times better because it's a lot more distance, and then we just don't end up doing this, you know, we don't end up having to backpedal and dump all of our abilities and, you know, be screwed.
I still have some fighting. 30 seconds remaining. Sweet dreams.
That was really nice timing.
I'm on my game now.
High impact sleep there for sure, since your Vendetta was right there. Oh, I love that you took the headshot perk. Oh no, the Vendetta breaking LOS. No. Oh no.
Vicious design at work.
I'm here. Keep fighting.
I like how we're not walking forward this time. You're maintaining your distance.
Heroes never die.
It's much better. Stop walking forward. Nice shot.
Go down.
Close. All right.
Ready. Help me. Covering you.
Keep it moving.
Come over here. I've got you. I've got you.
Kind of, again, low impact nade there, because unless your monkey was paying attention and saw that happen and intended to make that dive, what is it realistically going to do? Not a whole lot. But it looks like your monkey may have been paying attention. Nice. I like that. I mean, Sleeping Nemesis form, I would say, is probably pretty high impact. Careful about walking forward here. We're walking into their team. I know that it feels like you have the advantage and you have the pressure, and you do. Like, you do as a team, but why why give that up by making stupid plays and putting ourselves at risk when we can just play clean Overwatch, play the way we're supposed to, play our hero correctly, and do everything that we're supposed to do and everything that we can do just from the position that we're supposed to be in. So we're just holding W into their team. This just is unnecessary risk and will get you killed.
I grew tired of fighting
Plays like
alone.
this will get you killed and have gotten you killed this game.
10 seconds. Our time is up. Push now. Yeah. Yeah. Overtime.
Not so.
Once again, love the position from you here. Don't really love that we dropped. Don't really love that we dropped. Why did we drop? Why are we dropping here? This is a mistake. I don't really know why. Like, I know you're worried about that guy, but we haven't seen him. Your Vendetta's over there. Your Soj put her disruptor down. Like, that guy's not going to be a threat to you. Like, are we dropping to get 2 on payload? If that's the case, that's definitely never, ever, 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 ever worth it, unless you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that having an extra person on payload is going to be what you need to secure the checkpoint. But it's way too far away for that right now. Their team is going to get another engage before that were to happen. So now we're just giving up really strong angle to now be blocked. Like, our field of view is horrible. Now we can't see our monkey at all. Like, even if he comes around the corner, like, this is a really hard angle for us. Now our Mercy's blocked. You know, now we don't have any way to support our Vendetta if she walks back out of this room. You know, like, this is... Like, we just really severely hurt our positioning just by dropping here, and I don't love that.
Thank you.
I'm here. Keep fighting. You need this.
Oh, the poor Mizuki. Well, I'm glad you shot her toes. Oh, nice. Love it. Don't love the nade quite as much.
My ultimate is charging.
Taking damage. I won't let you fall.
Why is your Sojourn staying on the cart?
Come over here.
Lending you power.
Do not nano this guy. Please nano your Sojourn or your Vendetta.
Nano boost is ready. Get in there, and I'll hit you. You're powered up. Get in there. Light.
I disagree with this. I think that this nano should have gone to your Soj or your Vendetta. Either one. I don't care which. Yes, I know you wanted to keep your monkey alive. He was being too stupid for too long. I don't care. This nano is not going to give you pressure. It's not going to win you this fight. It's defensive. Just let your monkey die and rely on your DPS to carry with nano here, because I think that's probably your only shot of winning the point here. Now, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I always say things should happen, and then they never do, just based on how everybody else plays. But in a perfect world, keeping your monkey alive here on his disengage, on his jump out, and wasting nano on that when it could have been used on Vendetta or Soj, and they can just team wipe. You know, like that. This feels like a mistake to me. So yeah, let him die, and you know, output that pressure, or allow your DPS to output that pressure, because that's really what's going to win you this fight. Like, if your monkey was going in, then sure, yeah, sure, well, why not? But you literally just use it to keep him alive, and now he's not going to be able to do anything with it. And yeah, I mean, there's arguments to be made that, you know, okay, my tank is alive, so that, I mean, that's valuable, right? Well, yeah, kind of, a little bit, but he did just use Primal. He, you know, jumped out, as I said, so he's not going to be able to get back in there anytime soon. Presumably doesn't have Bubble back yet, so like, he probably doesn't even really want to jump back in until he has Bubble back. You know, but your DPS are engaging, and they're making plays, they're making things happen, and not to mention your Vendetta and your Soj are both close to their ultimates, and giving them nano would either allow them to complete getting their ultimate, or even take advantage of their ult during nano as well. So if they build it fast enough, they can still get the advantage of nano during that. So, you know, like, it's very defensive, but we can't be defensive right now. I really think we need to just continue this momentum and continue pushing them. And the way to do that is by enabling the people who are in the fight right now, which in this case would be your Vendetta. So I just prefer to see you Nano Vendetta, but you know.
No recovery.
I love how he says Nano Jump. It's so fun. All right. Well, you know what would have happened if we Nano Vendetta? This tank would die, and this would not happen. Oh, this is so sad. All right. Why is it not skip forward? Okay. Okay.
Payload. Cut them off. Stop the payload.
Hate it. Because if that nade hits, what is anybody going to do about it? What is anybody going to do about it? Now we don't have nade. I was fine with the sleep because it's Bastion turret form. Sure, you know, if you hit that sleep, then maybe nade. Okay, maybe. I don't know. It really depends on, you know, what the rest of your team is doing. If they notice that he's sleeping and they're willing to capitalize on it, then yeah, sure, hit the nade there. The sleep is okay, but this, I hate this. I hate the nade. Now we don't have either if this monkey decides to jump us, by the way. So you need to be very hyper vigilant about that happening, because certainly that's what he wants to do. I'm fine with your positioning, I think, right now. Preferably, though, would love to see you over here, especially once you realize that they're on dive and have a monkey. Like, this is very risky. Not saying you can't make it work, especially if you have your abilities, but you don't. You don't have your abilities. And normally against dive, like a position like this is a lot stronger for Ana, because it's a lot harder to reach you. Like, it's a lot harder to reach you if you're over here. This is a pretty common position for Anas to play at the start, or at least make a rotation to mid-fight or post-fight, whatever, depending on where the cart is. I like that you're playing a little bit more aggressively to get some damage in, but we do need to see a rotation over here at some point. Like, otherwise, we might be at a little bit too much of a risk. This monkey not staging to jump on you is crazy. Like, what is this guy doing? This guy does not play monkey at all.
I've got you.
Like, bro is literally just using his jump to jump the tank that is being pocketed by you. It's so crazy. Good try. Again, like, that's a high value sleep, because if you hit that, this guy's dead for sure, because your Soj was engaging on him. That was a good try. I like that. Okay, thanks, Ryan. It's a really good thing that he hit that charge. Ooh, that was a nice bubble there. That was an appropriate play from the monkey.
Cut them off.
Only because your tank was already low and he was able to block off heals. Okay, next fight. Mercy. No, so sad. Okay, well, next fight. I mean, this is just staggering. People are just staggering. Okay. Oh. Nice charge. Sure.
Come here to get healed.
All right, do we have a, is everybody back now? Awesome.
The Eye of Horus watches over you.
This monkey not jumping is blowing my mind. Like, what is this guy doing? Why is he just standing up there doing nothing? This makes no sense. This guy definitely does not play monkey. Like, that Bastion ult was free for him. It's free for him to play off of, and he's just standing up there putting bubble down for no reason. And nothing happens. Okay, if you try to sleep this, I don't hate it, but it needs to be with intention. Like, I want to see you read this guy's movement and try, like, if you miss, whatever, but don't just randomly throw it out here. Like, Be intentional about this. And you know what? I am 1,000,000,000,000,000% okay that you didn't even try. I really respect that and think that this was the correct play. I'm glad you just decided to shoot him because, you know, unless you're really confident that you can hit that sleep, what's the point? Why not just do damage? And you did a nice job. So I agree with that play. Nice nade. Very nice nade. Oop. Good try. Dude, this monkey just does not care about you at all. It blows my mind. Nice. Don't like it. Why? She's got Mercy Pocket. You shot her once before you hit this nade. Shot her once, has Mercy Pocket. Not gonna die. Not gonna die. This weight is this nade is wasted. Wasted. It is wasted. It is wasted. It is wasted.
You're powered up. Get in there. The Iron Horn watches over you.
I like the proactivity of nanoing this Reinhardt, but I don't think it was an appropriate time because
You're powered up. Get in there.
the only thing in front of the Rein is the monkey, and the Rein's not going to just charge in. Hopefully, he's not just going to charge in and break LOS from everybody on his team. You know, so this I like the thought to just, you know, let's win this fight, let's, you know, build some momentum, keep it going. But it's not the right time to do this. It's not the right time. And case in point, as soon as you nano this guy, Monkey's just like, okay, cool. And then what is your Rein going to do? Like, he's going to try. He's going to try. But he ultimately just isn't able to do anything with that. Not able to do anything at all. So I like the intention. It's just really bad timing for this ult. Like, we needed to wait until their team was making a push, like a coordinated push. They were walking in, you know, they had already committed to something, and I don't mean they have to use ults, but like they're committing to a push, they're making a play, but really the only thing you saw was your Rein staring at a monkey. You didn't know the status of anything, you didn't know where the rest of their team was. So for those reasons, you know, this ended up being a total waste of nano and potentially game losing. You know, like these are really important things that we cannot be making mistakes with if we want to win the game.
60 seconds.
That was sick. Yeah, how much did you pay this monkey?
I remember this feeling.
Heroes never die.
Stop the payload.
I could use some
That was sick. Alright, why are we walking forward though? Walking forward syndrome. Why? What's the point? Okay, you want to get through bubble? Okay. Why? I mean, that's a nice shot. It's a nice shot. But is this worth it? Is it worth exposing yourself to everything to walk through that bubble? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. And if you're going to walk through the bubble, why not come over here where at least you have cover? And then if you had done so, then this Emre's life gets a lot harder because your back isn't turned to him. And again, you kind of keep people a little bit more in your vision. You're still at risk of getting flanked by this Emre. But if you're here, well, yeah, well, obviously now you're just pinching yourself. Like if you're right here, yeah, you've put yourself in a position that's very easy for them to surround you, versus if you come this way and you make a rotation down this side and over here, like it's very hard to surround you and you keep people in front of you. Nice shot on the far right here. That was sick. Nice little quick scope. Big res. Kill him. Nice anti there as well when he pulls out the Glock. Ouch. Nice swap, actually. We're lagging? We're lagging horribly? Once again, really respect that you're not trying to sleep that. Uh-oh. No! I really don't have a problem with anything you're doing right now. I think you're playing some pretty good distance, about as effectively as you can. Your only other option would have been to walk out right, but that would have taken a long time, and then come out this way and play this angle, but I don't think you really had time to do that. The Pharah makes a nice read, nice play. The D.Va is not paying close enough attention to the Pharah and not protecting you quite well enough. Isn't really an opportunity for you to play any other position left side here without cover unless you want to drop low, but I would prefer to see you on high ground so you get better angles on nades and sleeps and all that. And then this Pharah just materializes out of nowhere because she makes a nice read on you, and you knew she was ulting far away, so you didn't think you had to worry about her, and then suddenly she's just here and you get hit by Juno torpedoes, and then that's a nasty perk from Pharah too. Yuck. And then it's just a nice play. It's just a nice play. I think there wasn't a whole lot more you could have done there.
I'm not finished.
What happened? Actually, I'm so curious what actually happened. Hello? Did they C9 or did they just cap?
Ready for battle.
Oh. Heartbreaking. Yeah, what lost you this? Wait, it's not a victory, Athena, but nice. I like the enthusiasm, the positivity here. What lost you this attack defense phase, whatever you want to call it, this round, is the nano, unfortunately, on the Rhine. If that nano had been used even 5% better, I think you probably would have won this game because you would have been able to stop momentum. Like, imagine if you had that nano for that last awkward fight where you were walking across bridge through the bubble and then died to Emre. Like, imagine if you had nano here for one of your teammates. Like, I think you probably just stop payload and win at that point. But otherwise, I think you did pretty well. I think you did pretty well. You have some strong foundations, and there needs to be some more work on them. But, conversely to what I saw from the Diamond VOD that I just reviewed, I think you actually have some better ability usage in terms of your intention. Now, I think you need to start executing on it a little bit better mechanically, but your intention seems to be really solid, and that's what I really like to see. So I don't even think that like, the intention behind your ability usage is bad. There have been a couple things, here and there that I pointed out that I didn't love so much, but for the most part, like, that's pretty solid from what I'm seeing. So, like, you can work on that mechanically, but that just, takes a lot of time, a lot of practice, a lot of experience, whatever. That just comes with time more than anything else. But what doesn't have to come with time is what I'm going to recommend that you work on, and that is your distance management. We are playing too close to yellow team too often. There are times when it's appropriate, but we have the whole W syndrome where we feel the momentum from our team, and because of that, we walk into their team. Or conversely, we have the no urgency syndrome where their team has closed the distance on us, but for whatever reason, we haven't made a rotation, and now they're on top of us, and it's too late. So that's what I would really like to see you work on. And I think the easiest way to work on that is the theme that I've been talking about through this VOD, which is try to find positions where you're not really going to be at risk of being surrounded. Nobody's going to flank you. You're going to be able to keep most of your teammates, hopefully, in front of you, even if you can't see them, even if they're behind a wall or whatever, at least they're in front of you. And same with the enemy team. Like, if you keep your team in front of you most of the time, that also means that the enemy team is also going to be in front of you, because if you're able to see all 4 other members of your team, then you're probably far enough away and in a good enough position where it would be really hard to flank you or take a strong angle on you in some way. It's not always the case. It's not. But that would be a good rule of thumb I think you should try to follow. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else for you, but as always, I do hope you found it a little bit helpful, and thank you very much for the VOD, and, come back. So hopefully see you later, but take it easy and have a good morning or evening or afternoon or whatever. All right. I'll see you later.